like the video or subscribe even, because it shows me a lot of support and it just makes me want to continue the YouTube channel. But anyway, let's get to what I was going to talk about, the werewolf spell. When you're doing like werewolf spells, you want to look around and check for to check to make sure that it's a real spell, to check to see if the spell actually works, to check to see if the spell actually has some sort of proof that it works. A lot of people, when they think of the whole werewolf spell, they think of like, by the light of our moon and our piercing howls we are further transformed into cutting beasts from the circle of life, the evolution of man, I shall be reawakened as one with the land. The spell, like, what I like to think about is the spell can work, and the spell can't work. It all really depends on your spirit animal. Everybody has a spirit animal. Most of the time, people will automatically assume that, like, a wolf is their spirit animal, or, like, a cat is their spirit animal, because, you know, that's an animal that they want to be their spirit animal. A spirit animal is not an animal that you want. It's an animal that chooses you. The animal chooses you. So, when you're thinking about a YouTube channel, did I just say YouTube channel? I mean, when you want to become a werewolf, you want to find the spirit animal first. Because without knowing who your spirit animal is, you're not going to get any closer to becoming what you want to become. It's like me saying, oh, I want to shift into a werewolf. And then, like, 10 days later, you're like, oh, my spirit animal helped me find my werewolf side, blah, 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 blah. Now I can transform into a werewolf. It does not work like that. You seriously have to put a lot of energy into this, and a lot of effort. You have to put a lot of effort into this. You're not just going to automatically go into it and be like, oh, I became a werewolf. There we go. I'm done. And this is only taking you, what, a week? It's going to take more than a week to become a werewolf, buddy. I've probably been at this for a couple of months now. And the most I can do is P shift, M shift. M shift is mental. P shift is like a part, like a phantom shift. There we go. A P shift is like a phantom shift, where you can see a body part grow, but no one else can see it. It's basically like in your head, but you know how to, you know what it feels like. You know, like your body can feel it. You can't, but your body can. But there's a lot of steps that it takes to become a werewolf. And doing a spell or doing a ritual, that can work as well. Rituals can include, like, cutting yourself and, you know, doing a blood sacrifice, those creepy things, or using a candle like I am right in front of me. Using the fur of an animal. There's just many different ways of becoming a werewolf. In every culture, there's There's every, in a lot of cultures, I should say, whether it's like Native American or Irish or German, all those different cultures have some sort of form of a werewolf. And people are like, oh, back then there were real werewolves and all this other stuff. There was werewolves, but the werewolves that were back then were people who thought that they were werewolves. I'm not saying that werewolves are fake. I know werewolves are real. There's like a whole supernatural, there's like a whole nother wall of supernatural stuff. Whether it's from spirits to ghosts to vampires to werewolves to demons to devils, I don't know. Just stuff like that. Aliens, I don't know. Aliens really wouldn't count as supernatural. They'd count as human. But where was I? But it's gonna take a lot more to become a werewolf than you think. Like, I mean, just doing a spell isn't going to cut it, because chances are there's a lot of ways to become a werewolf. So when a spell gets passed down to another generation of people, that spell is going to lose a little bit of its part. Because eventually, people are going to remember one half of a spell. What I'm saying is probably because of the by the light of the moon and that type of spell. Chances are that spell's a couple centuries old or older, a couple 100 years old. And when the spell first came out, chances are it worked. The spell actually worked. But after generations of passing it down to other people, that spell kind of just cut itself in half. So there's probably a whole nother part to that spell that no one knows. Or if someone does know, they're keeping it to themselves and being a complete asshole. But that's how you have to think about it. You're not going to go into this thinking, oh, I'm going to become a werewolf so quick. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So, besides knowing different spells and knowing different rituals and other things like that, another really good handy object you could use for keeping track of your spells, keeping track of your rituals and stuff, is having a journal like this, because the journal has many different pages in it. Book of Shadows. I keep a lot of good stuff in this. I keep from spells to rituals to just drawings. I don't know. I have a couple of good drawings in here, but I'll probably save those for another video. But this is a really good tool to be using for like keeping track of yourself, keeping track of your mind, keeping track of your energy levels, blah 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 blah. But if you don't have a journal already, you can just get one from the dollar store. I mean, they're not that expensive. There's one just right down there that's leather binded, and it's a really nice journal for $1. But you can use many different tools. You can buy some of these tools off the internet. Like back here, let me see if I locked it up. Back here, like right here, I have my voodoo doll. I made this. I used this in a different ritual. Maybe I could go over this in a video. I mean, if you guys are interested. Like a mortar and pestle, these things can help you make your energies combine together. There's a lot of good stuff that comes in handy when you're doing these spells and doing these rituals that can help you. Like candles, they're good for almost every ritual. There's a lot of rituals that involve them. So if you don't have candles, I would say just stock up on some. But I know this says I know if you guys are mad because of the title, I wanted a lot of people to see this. But if you guys have any comments or anything else you guys would like to see me cover in one of my videos, please do. Because if any of you guys have any werewolf spells, any rituals or spells that you guys would like to see me do, just let me know in the comments. I'm free to answer them. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and I don't know what else. Just leave me a comment. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me what you guys want to see next. But thank you guys, and have a great day, have a great night, have a great morning, have a great anything, please. And I'll see you guys later.